Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Jane and my husband Mike does everything behind the camera. We're British early retirees, we have no debt, we've paid off the mortgage and we live a thrifty, frugal and money-saving life here in Brittany in northwest France. And every Sunday we bring to you an aspect of our private lives. Some of the things that we are doing personally to save money. Now, before I get into the details of what we're doing this week to save money, I want to share this with you that I think that people have reached peak consumerism. I think people have realised that whatever is for sale out there is poor quality, it doesn't last, it's not very good, it doesn't matter what it is, it really doesn't matter what it is. And I'm going to share with you something that Mike and I were just discussing before we pressed go on the camera, that back in the 80s, when we were buying a pair of jeans, we used to pay £50 for a pair of jeans. That was like half a week's wages. Half a week's wages for a pair of jeans. And if jeans were the same quality now, those good quality jeans, those Levi jeans, made in America, for example, if we bought them now, by American people, made in America, that kind of quality, we'd be paying like £500, €500. $500 for a really, really good quality pair of jeans. And we would do what we did back in the 80s of make them last 20 years. 20 years. You got your money's worth out of them. But now, things are just not the quality. It doesn't matter where you get it from. Even if you're buying things secondhand, you're buying things that were made in the last 5 years. And they're just not very good quality. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just very poor quality. So I think most of us are pretty sick and tired of consumerism. So, I know it's what people are saying all the time, and I think it's a year where people are really, really reflecting on just buying less stuff. And here are 5 of the things that we are not buying this year. Let's talk kitchen gadgets, because I'm definitely not buying any of those. We can keep going, can't we? We've got a coffee machine, and then we might get a French press, and then another day we might fancy a mocha pot, and then we'll get a capsule coffee machine, and then some days we might do instant. And let's talk about little cooking devices. Suddenly we want to get an instant pot and an air fryer, and we can keep going. We can keep going, but we've decided as a family, the 2 of us, we're not buying any. We're absolutely not buying any more at all. Not unless something absolutely essential completely breaks down. We're not buying it. I'm going to give you an example. The other day, I don't know where it came from, out of the blue, I fancied buying a waffle maker, and I thought, I will pop round the charity shop and see if I can keep my eyes open for a waffle maker. Next thing you know, you're going, well, let's go to look in another charity shop to see if they've got a waffle maker. And the next thing you know, you're looking around all the other kitchen gadgets and you're coming back with a cast iron frying pan, 2 wooden spoons, some bowls, some plates. And do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? So there is our commitment this year that we are not buying anything for our kitchen. We scaled back last year. We scaled back completely and got 6 plates, 6 bowls, 6 side plates, 6 glasses, 6 mugs. That was it. We really scaled back. We donated the rest. We replaced it with stuff that was just bog standard. And we're not buying anything this year. Nothing will be bought this year for our kitchen. Not so much as a spoon. One is clothing. I was just folding up the laundry today and putting it away, and I looked in my drawer and I thought Mike and I have probably got 20 t-shirts each. Probably got 6 pairs of jeans each, 6 jumpers each. We've probably got 4 outerwear, whether a jacket or a coat or a raincoat or something like that. And I just suddenly, and like we were reflecting back again to those days when you used to have like 2 pairs of jeans and 2 jumpers, and 1 coat and 2 pairs of shoes. And I keep thinking, like, how have we got to this point that we've just got so many clothes? I mean, who needs 20 tops? I counted them up. Long sleeve t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts, tops of any description. I had 20. I mean, who needs them? So this is the year that we are not buying any clothes. Not unless something falls apart, and with the quality of clothes these days, even if you pay good money for them, Even if you've bought them from somewhere like Marks and Spencer's, Laredo, you've done your very best to buy the very best quality you can, they are still, put it politely, a pile of crap. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You can pay a lot of money for it. I've got a jumper upstairs that I put a bit of money into last year. Bought it from Jules. One wash. Complete bobbles. Jules. Used to be a good make. Pile of It's not worth it. So therefore, we're not buying clothes unless we absolutely have to. Nor are we buying them from charity shops. We're not buying them from charity shops because they're within a few years old and they've been donated and they're bobbly and they've gone baggy and they've gone out of shape and they've been washed and they're just not the quality. Not the quality. I think you've got to go a long way and spend a lot of money these days before you can get clothes that are good quality. So there is our commitment to you. We don't need it unless we absolutely need it. Like our last pair of jeans absolutely starts to, fray and fall apart. We're not buying any new clothes unless we desperately need them. We have a large garden and we absolutely love it, and we've been working over the years to plant shrubs, to create areas of focal interest, to plant borders, and I think we've kind of got there now. We're just going to keep those areas tidy. All last year I did a really good job taking lots and lots of cuttings of things like hydrangeas, pheasant berry bushes and things that really do grow really well. I've brought on saplings which are, ready to plant out and put little cages around them. So I can safely say next year that I will be spending, this year, I beg your pardon, it's 2025 now. This year we're spending absolutely nothing on our garden. Nothing's going to go into flower pots, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. We either get weather that's too hot or weather that's too wet. So I'm not going to waste time and effort buying stuff that may not grow. It's a lot of money. Nor compost. My compost should be ready soon. People think that compost is something that you just do and it's ready in a few weeks. It's not. In a cold climate like the one we live in here, it can take 2 years of turning for compost to make itself. So no, we normally have a €300 budget for the garden each year. This year it's going to stay in the bank, not spending it, not spending any money on our garden. The next one is no home decor. And if you're like me and you love a brocante, you love trucs and puces, you absolutely adore a vide grenier, you love flea markets, garage sales, charity shops, thrift stores, most of the things we're picking up are knick-knackery, pretty things for our house. I'm at peak pretty things for the house. I'm there. I am there. I couldn't wedge another one in. I'm at the point now where I actually need to be donating at least half of it back. So there we go. I'm just having a freeze, an absolute freeze. Because when you go in and you think to yourself, well, it's only €20, €30, and then you go again and go, no, it's only €20, €30. Next thing you know, it's the end of the year and you've spent like 2, 3, 4, 500 on home decor, even if it's from charity shops, even if it's from trucs and puces, that it's from vide greniers, it's from any of those things, it's from, car boot sales, anything like that. It all adds up. And then you're just bringing it home thinking like, when you see it when you're there, you just think, oh, that is just so gorgeous. And then you get it home and it's like, and what am I going to do with it? You might have seen in a picture once, I've got this like ornamental blue and white china pumpkin vase. And I spend energy and time thinking that can it go there? Can it go there? Can it go there? And do you know where it can go? Back to the charity shop. That's where it can go. Back to the charity shop. Because it hasn't really got a place nor a function. And my husband's looking at me, nodding, like, yeah, like where are we gonna put this? So absolutely no more home decor. this one, it's a bit controversial because you know me, I am a quilter. And if you are a quilter, you gather fabric. You gather fabric like you forage in the wild. You forage for fabric in the wild. And it comes to you, and when it comes to you with inspiration. It's very, very rare that you ever get a quilter who just goes out and goes, oh, I'm going to make a quilt and this is the exact fabric that I need for it. That doesn't happen. So as a quilter, when you foraged in the wild for your fabric and you bought it from garage sales, or you've bought it as I've done from destockage, I've bought fabric here twice from people who are downsizing and they've downsized and they want to get rid of a lot of their fabric, or they've been really interested in quilting and now they're really interested in dressmaking. So the fabric that they've got so they've sold it and I've been and bought it, and that's what I've done in the past. So all last year I made the commitment to you, and I stuck to it, that I would not buy any new fabric. I only bought fabric last year that was thrifted. So I bought things like duvet covers, pillowcases, things that I would use for backing of quilt, or some really good fabric quilt that I bought from that. And lots of it is like good 1970s, 1980s, really good quality cotton fabric. But this year, I'm not buying anything. I don't even want anything if people donate it to me. People say, I've got some fabric, would you like it? I will politely say, that's really kind of you, but no. I have got enough fabric now to keep me quilting. If I made a quilt a quilt a month, I've got enough fabric to make enough quilt for the next 3 years, a quilt a month. I do not need any more fabric at all. So I won't be getting any thrifted fabric. I will not be buying any fabric of other people who are destocking. I will not be buying any new. Didn't buy any last year either. So no, absolutely no quilting supplies at all, except for sewing machine needles. Because I usually buy about 5 packs of sewing machine needles in one go. Did that about 2 years ago. And now I'm on my last pack. So I'm giving a friend a lift to a fabric store next week. And when I am there, I will buy some sewing machine needles and that'll be it. So sewing machine needles and thread will be all that I will be buying this year, because I will not be buying any fabric, because it's rather like the home decor or the little story of looking for a waffle maker. Because when you're there and you're browsing, as I do the whole textile section, looking for that, next thing I'm coming home with some cute French linen napkins. Next thing I'm coming back with some vintage torchons, which are tea towels. And the next thing you know, my predicted €20 spend has come out as a €50 spend. So I'm not doing it. Controversial. I promise to you, my viewers, to all of you, I will not be buying any fabric at all this year. What about you? Because we love to hear from you. Who else is completely over consumerism? Who else just feels like whatever we buy out there is just not very good quality? And therefore, why should we be spending our hard-earned money on stuff that's just not very good? And we can say all the time, quality over quantity. But where can you find that quality? Really, where can you find that quality? If you are one of those people who is prepared every 20 years to buy a new coat for £500, euros, dollars, or maybe even more, have you done that? Have you done that? Have you found on that very rare occasion that vintage piece of maybe fabric or item of clothing or something for your home that was made, I would say, pre-2000? You've got to go pre-2000 before you get anything of any quality. And I'd actually say you've got to go pre-1980 to get anything of really durable quality. Let me know, because we love to hear from you. We read all of your comments, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.